starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys tonight. Sorry, little bit late, a little bit scatterbrained all the way around here tonight. Work has just been insane, and life has been insanely busy. Everything's just been crazy busy. So, thank you guys for being so patient, and hopefully everybody can hear and all that. Hopefully everybody is having a good night. Thanks in here. What's going on, man? Dirt Oval Racer over on YouTube. How are you? Good evening to you as well. Hopefully everybody can hear me and everything is good there. We got a big weekend coming up, guys. Big week coming up at PT's. Yeah, it's going to be huge. King of the Wings. I think there's so many people that are really, really looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be quite the weekend. So, can't wait to see who's all going to be there, who's all going to be racing, and what everybody's got going on for sure. So, tell me what's going on with you guys tonight. Tell me what's up. How's everybody doing? And yeah, let's get into it. We're going to talk prep for PTs. We're going to talk about the race itself and just how big it is. So it's probably one of the biggest indoor events, kind of the event, if you will, that kind of caps off the end of the year, and for indoor racing. And then kind of after King of the Wings, really, we go outside. So absolutely. Oh, we got all kinds of people in here. My mom's in here. Hey, Mom. Brian Beaver says, I love the Coyote Charger, Brian. It is fantastic. Only thing I'm upset about is I didn't buy one sooner. Is my only thing that I have against that for sure. Loud and clear. Awesome. Phil's in here. What's going on, Phil? Good to see you. And Rob, we're doing well. Hope everything's going well for you too, my man. But yeah, yeah, great question, Brian. It's that Charger is fantastic. There's a reason that I put it up there. Coyote doesn't pay me to put it up there or anything. I am just that damn proud to run their stuff because it is that nice. So, absolutely. Let's see. Joe Stackman says, just machining used cart parts and doing fine. Absolutely. Nice. CBR Products is in here. What's going on, Corey? Corey says, happy Wednesday. Just finished up making some wings. So now they're back in stock. Awesome. So head over to CBR Products, guys. They have kind of the industry standard right now as far as wing mounts and things like that. Corey's doing a great job over there for CBR and makes just great stuff and coming out with new stuff all the time. So, Dirt Oval Racer, where is King of the Wings being held? It's at PT's RC Raceway in Bloomington, Illinois. It is one of the big ones for sure. It is fantastic. Robert Fulmer says he's been busy prepping for his first Texas dirt or first race in Texas. Dirt Oval Series race at Control here in Texas, south of Boston, Texas, I assume. So give him some good tips. Absolutely. Yeah, we got. Yeah, that sounds like a cool deal too down there. I know Texas is kind of popping for sure. So, Brian says he races with some guys that didn't like it. And I have yet to meet anybody, Brian, who doesn't like theirs. I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? I mean, there's always going to be somebody who doesn't like it. No big deal, but not a huge. It's just one of those things. Not everybody's going to like everything, but I think as a whole, if you're in the market for a Charger, it is hard to go wrong with the Coyote Charger for sure. And I know if you guys go back a couple lives, we had a bunch. We had basically a full live segment about that Coyote Charger, and we tested some batteries on it and everything too. I'm not 100% sure what the actual number is, but if somebody wants to dig that up, definitely look into it. Dennis is in here. He says, happy to join you. Happy to have you in here, Dennis. Thanks for coming. Joe Stackman says that the Coyote Charger is on his wish list. Absolutely. Bud's in here. He said, what's up? What's the topic for this week? So the topic this week, Bud, is we're talking we're talking about King of the Wings and kind of the last big race of the indoor season. And then next week, guys, I'm hoping to talk about outdoors and what that looks like, some of the small subtle differences and things that you have to look at and prep for to get ready to go outdoor racing. So some of us, depending on what I think Robert's, some of you guys have already been racing outdoors, so it's we're a little bit late to the game, but here in the Midwest, everybody's really getting ramped up and getting ready to go outside. So, but main thing, Bud, to answer your question, what we're doing tonight is we're talking more and more about King of the Wings. The last, like I said, kind of the race that kind of caps off the end of the indoor season, in my opinion, because it's just that darn big. So. And it feels like, I mean, even at PTs is so great, and we had Tom on the podcast, and man, any race that PTs has, if it's a friggin' club race or King of the Wings, it's one of the biggest races out there. So hard to fault those guys; they've built something incredible, and yeah, it's just hard to beat. Tyler Keel says sunscreen. That is rule number one for going outdoor racing. You don't need sunscreen indoors or in January or December. So good call there, TK. Jeff Warner says, been enjoying the podcast and interviews. Thinking about getting back into oval. Well, we'd love to have you, Jeff. Please come back. If there's anything I can do to help you personally, reach out to the channel. And there's a lot of really good guys in here that follow our stuff that would be more than happy to help you as well. So please, we would love to have you come up back into the hobby, sport, whatever. I know a lot of you guys have seen the clip with Kyle Layton yesterday that has popped off. We're like, last time I looked, I think we're at 20,000 views or something on that, and it's getting crazy traction. So I always like poking the bear and posing that question, because it is one of those things that it's, nobody's wrong. Whatever answer you give, you're not wrong. You're just flat not wrong, and that's all there is to it. So if you think it's a sport, you're right. If you think it's a hobby, you're also right. So absolutely. Let's see here. Bud says he's off to Ohio tomorrow morning for Carpet Oval Tour Nationals. Heck yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, Carpet Oval. Carpet seems like it is just so rad. I know I have a pretty good relationship with Bill Malacote, who owns Ovalworks. So, obviously Ovalworks is one of the bigger names in in carpet oval cars. And they make an amazing product as well over there. So yeah, big shout out to Bill, and I know his wife and sons, everybody. It's a family deal over there at Ovalworks. So they're doing an incredible job. Awesome. Producer Kaylee's already on it. She just posted that live stream that talks about the Coyote Charger. So if anybody wants to see a lot about the Coyote Charger, head over to that live stream. There's again, we went really, really in depth on that live stream about that. So Casey Pass says it best. RC is not a hobby or a sport. It's an addiction. Couldn't agree more with him. That is awesome. Absolutely. And let's see here. We got this. We can go over here. Give me just a second, guys. Working on a couple things. Couple little. You never know who might. Who or what we talk about, or who might come onto the pod or the live stream, or you just never know. So we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, no, I mean there is some cool stuff going on right now, and yeah, that's all there is to it, man. But yeah, that video that video and that content has gotten some traction. Let me tell you, they are. I feel like I make people upset so much at times with including or asking what that hobby is, and I'm never doing that or asking about that, specifically for the clicks or anything. It's just more of the. It's such a great topic to talk about, in my opinion. Like, it's so important to talk about too, in my opinion, and it's just one of those things, and that's all there is to it. I just I again, and I truly believe it when I say it. Like, I just nobody is wrong. Like I don't see how I don't see how you could be wrong in saying it is or isn't a hobby, right? Like it truly is what it is. Like it's to the eyes of the beholder, right? It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever it is to you, and I think that's what's so special about it. So, um, let's see. Let me get back to comments. Producer is the backbone of the podcast. Yeah. The producer Kaylee is the podcast. I'm just the big dumb goof that gets to that just sits here and rambles and rambles. So, come back home, build an outdoor dirt. Come back home and build outdoor dirt cars. But I don't know what you mean. You'll have to let me know. Let's see, $5 a gallon for gas with the closest oval. So far away, he's having to scale back. I understand that, Joe. Yeah, it's stuff's getting crazy right now. It's even expensive over here in Indiana. It is. There is a lot going on, and there's a lot going on in the world right now. So we need RC cars right now in the world for sure. Rob said that our episode for that Coyote Charger made him get one, and he loves it. Good. I'm glad you like it, Rob. Absolutely. TK's in here helping Jeff. Jeff wants to get back in the hobby. That's awesome. Thank you, TK. Let's see here. Joe says it's definitely an addiction, and Jeff's going to reach out to TK. That's awesome. TK, he says 0, but he's out of town. About to hit the local Mexican restaurant, so that's soon to change. TK's going to be hitting the margarita machine pretty hard there at the Mexican restaurant. Shane says, found a crew chief chat through your podcast. That's a game changer. Love it. Awesome. I'm glad you like it, Shane. Thank you for letting us know. I know I'm assuming you're talking about the one that JB has or made, and JB works really, really hard on that and did a really, really good job. So shout out to him, number one. And yeah. Bob says 30 millimeter droop block. So Bob, if you looked at some of our content and you're talking about the 30 millimeter droop block, where that came from is if you use the J Concepts ride height and droop gauge. So that's where that 30 mil block comes from. And I just kind of took it upon myself to make one. And it's exactly 30 millimeters tall. So then when I need to use this on or set droop on the car or whatever, I can just throw it down on my pit bench. I'm actually going to be changing this design up and actually use this as a parts tray that's 30 millimeters tall. That way, if you have bolts or whatever, you can still set the car on top of it and use it exactly. Obviously, if you're overflowing, it's not going to work, but it being 30 mil deep, you have plenty of room to be able to utilize it. And so when you do that, makes things super duper easy. And I want to make this that way. It kind of takes away. You can kind of eliminate this part. So I've 3D printed these too, but you can kind of eliminate these parts trays. Maybe not eliminate them, but free up a little bit, and then use this for all of your bolt needs or whatever you need. So, but that's where the 30 millimeter droop block came from. Like from JCon, they actually sell. It's basically like square, like cut aluminum tube is essentially what theirs is, and they anodize it. But I really liked having it where it was supported underneath the car completely instead of the tubes where you can go and you can knock those over and stuff like that. That's kind of how the GFRP ones are as well. And I just didn't like them when I used them. So these blocks worked really, really well. And, having access, I have a 3D printer and stuff, so it just made sense. TK says, Bob, you can use the JC droop ride height gauge with any blocks. He personally uses a 10 mil. A lot of companies make them. So, and TK is exactly right too. You just, if you're in a pinch or whatever, you kind of got to do the math. And that's something that I try not to do in a pinch. When I look at a number, I want to know what it is in relation to, what 0 is or whatever. So TK is 100% right. You can use any block. You just want to make sure that you're using a standard, you just need to make sure you know what you're using as far as height. And then outside of that, it really, it is what it is. You just got to do a little back figuring on what it is versus what you're using. But again, you can do kind of whatever you want. Ryan Health has square metal droop blocks he makes along with a 3D printed gauge. Yep. So Ryan Ralph over at the On the Box with Ryan Ralph, he has some things as well that are incredibly useful and great tools too. So you can absolutely go and check him out as well. Let's see. Bud says anyone who is near the Burbank, Ohio area, stop by Norcar and say hi. About 300 entries this week. That is incredible for a carpet oval too. That is really cool. Our crossweight skills worth it? Absolutely, Caleb. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more that they are worth it. And something really, really cool that one of our channel sponsors, TP3D, just came out with a really cool tray that he's making and selling as well. I can snag a quick photo of it and put it up on the screen because it is really, really cool what he's doing and what that looks like. This is a rendered image, but it will absolutely get the point across. Let's see. Just let me save it real quick. Cool. Let's see. There we go. Kind of a pain in the butt to bring stuff in, but that's okay. Well, Lord only knows where that ended up. Where did you go? For some reason, that went in Rick Putnam's episode folder for whatever reason. What the heck? Just give me just a second here, guys. I'm sorry. I'll just have to dig in a little bit deeper. There we go. I have all of my podcast people, or all of their files and stuff that it takes to make a podcast goes through, and it can make it tricky sometimes. So here we go. But check this out. I thought this was really cool. So what Tyler and everybody's doing over at TP3D really turned out really nice. There you go. There it is. So obviously he's making this. I don't know the exact materials or the exact specs of it yet, so be patient with me on that. But so this is for the Fly Sky scales. He saw that. He's going to try to get one and some scales. Absolutely. Anthony. What's up going on, Anthony? Anthony is the owner of a local carpet oval here in Indiana. Got to meet him. Anthony's a great dude. He's going to Ohio as well. And then Bud says, I think you should check out the RC discharger system, guys. They're awesome and really do make a difference in your batteries, performance, lifetime of cells. Yeah, I think they're really coming on strong too, Bud. So I agree with you. You'll have to check that out for sure. Brian Van Wielden's here. Nothing just yet, Justin. We're really just kind of talking tonight, man. So good to have you, and good to have you here, and would love to have you on the podcast sometime, Justin. We need to work that out for sure. And then CJ's in here. What's going on, Art? Good to have you, man. What braces am I running on my late model? I currently am running the stock ones from Sipple, but I do have a bag of from TP3D as well. So the ones that he machines. So I need to get these on the car. I just don't just yet. And another channel sponsor, CBR Products, is also they've been a great supporter of us and has come on to start sponsoring the channel and the live streams in particular. So he's sending me over some stuff too to try, and can't wait to get his products on my cars as well. So really been great working with TP3D and CBR because both of them, so although they do have a little bit of product crossover, both of them make really, really great products, but they also make significantly different things as well that really, really kind of sets the bar high as well for everybody. So let's see here. Get back to some of your guys' comments. Move that scene. There we go. Was looking at them carbon braces. Didn't know if you tried them yet. I personally haven't got a chance to yet, CJ, but I know like unlimited amount of people love these things. So they're great, and they're ready to bend and can go right on. So Bud says he's been using the RC discharger for over a year and loves it. Absolutely, I've seen nothing but good things about those too, Bud. Like I said, I'm on Team Coyote, big time. I love the Coyote stuff. It is fantastic, and I can't recommend the Coyote stuff enough. It is really really good stuff. So, but yeah, so let's see. Give me just a second, guys. Send a quick text back out real quick. I'm trying to work with some people. And let's see. We can do that. Producer Kaylee just came in here. How are you?
Hungry.
Producer Kaylee's hungry. So we're gonna probably have a short stream tonight. If you guys want to have more streams later on down the road, I need to make sure that Producer Kaylee's fed so that we can have more streams. If I don't, we may not be able to stream anymore and have live streams if I don't get her fed. So
you have approximately 15 minutes.
I have approximately 15 minutes after first warning until we get the second warning, and then after second warning, I have approximately 17 minutes until it becomes really dicey for me. So we're gonna have to work on that, fellas. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this. Matt Sontag says, Matt from Tulsa checking in. Good to have you here, man. Tulsa crew planning to make a trip to PTs next year. You absolutely anybody. So like on the podcast, I'm sure most of you guys in here listen to the podcast, but almost everybody says Chili Bowl. You have to go to Chili Bowl. I'll tell you what. I think you almost like PTs is becoming. You have to go to PTs. Like just plain and simple. It is what it is. So we're gonna have to work on that pretty quickly, I think, because that's gonna be PTs is becoming nationally known very very quickly, and they're doing a great job. But can't wait to meet you there. Hopefully, I get to meet you there, Matt. That'd be great for you to come up from Tulsa and get to meet you. Dirt Oval Racer over on YouTube says he has a TP3D wing braces on his sprint car, and they work great. Absolutely. Ron Roy says he had a Coyote and it broke a tab off, and he was mad. Well, that's fair. Has anybody ever worked? And that's one thing that I haven't worked with. Ron, did you work with him at all to get get the product fixed or anything like that? That's one thing that I've never had to deal with Coyote on because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, A-Main owns Coyote, so or owns a portion of Coyote, or maybe they just do their distributing. I don't quite know, but I know I'm sure A-Main becomes pretty heavily involved over here in the States when you have to when you start dealing with Coyote. CJ says they look killer, especially with the adjustable spoiler. I feel like the spoiler may be a must for the late model stuff. Hard jumping back in the oval after running off road for so long. Absolutely. Can't wait to have you back too, CJ. Everybody's going to have to once you get your arms wrapped around everything, which you're going to be up to speed from day one. But can't wait to see what you're going to do here soon, because people are going to have to deal with you, and that's going to be awesome. We may have to start a DoorDash GoFundMe for producer Kaylee so that we can live stream longer and get DoorDash in here. Unfortunately, we live kind of rural out here, and we don't really have too many DoorDash options. Really, I mean, we do, but we don't.
It would take 47 years.
Yeah. So you can get DoorDash options, but we don't have that kind of timeline. Brian's in here. Hey, Brian, good to see you, man. Thanks for saying hi. Caleb says, any plans on coming to Layton is absolutely on the list. Caleb, I cannot wait to get over there. And as soon as my schedule allows me to get over there, you can bet your bottom dollar I will be over there. Cannot wait to get to Layton Speedway. That is going to be incredible. Ron Roy says Triple H. Can't wait to go to Triple H as well, Ron. Can't wait to be there. Rob says can't have a angry producer or wife. Absolutely. What makes PT so special? That is a great question. And much like is RC a hobby or a sport, I think everybody has a different answer to why PTs is so special. When you go in there, when you walk into PTs, there's a different feeling about that place. It is an incredible facility. It's ran and owned by incredible people and an incredible family. Incredible racers are there. Everybody there is great. the pit areas being there's downstairs pit areas, 2 different upstairs pit areas. The track is always incredible. The facility is incredible. There's plenty of as many people as they get. I feel like there's plenty of parking. There's plenty of, I mean, they have an amazing fully stocked hobby shop specifically for oval, basically for just the oval guys, and there's no fluff, there's no extra crap that you got to look and work through. This what you need is right there, and it's there. And then you obviously can't talk about PTs without talking about the competition. I mean, the best racers. I'm not going to insult people by saying the best racers in the country, but by far the best racers in the Midwest, hands down, race there bi-weekly every time they race. And it's just, I don't have enough good things to say about PTs. Tom and the whole family's been incredible to me, number one, but it's an incredible facility through and through. They run a great show, and the results speak for themselves. The race, I've never been there and the racing's been bad. I've never been there and there's been a bad show. You typically don't go there and have to deal with jerks or people who are having a total meltdown or freak out. Just all the way around, it is a great facility. They host some of the best races. They held a big Wits race that was a big success. They have King of the Wings is a huge success. They've got a little bit of everything. Clash of Titans, I feel like, was a huge success. Everybody kind of was there before going to Chili Bowl. And speaking of the man, Tom Tennis is in here right now. So, Tom Tennis is the owner of PTs, and it's incredible. So, JB wants me to go to Auburn in California with him in September. You guys are going to learn about Auburn RC come tomorrow. This week's guest is Kyle Layton. So Kyle owns Auburn RC, which JB is talking about, and producer Kaylee's actually working on that right now. So while she's also helping you guys out. She does it all, but yeah. So it's man, just everything about it is great, and can't wait to get there. So, let's see, Kaylee. When I sent links to people, we had to say you have to open it up in a different tab or something, right?
To join?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to open it outside of Facebook. So they'll have to copy the link and then open it in Safari. This means I'm never going to eat.
Work inside of. There we go. Sorry, guys. Doing a little back behind the scenes work here. I know I missed a couple comments. No, sir. He just bought a G3 Pro. Oh, Ron's that's saying when his Coyote broke, he just bought a GT Pro. I got you. CJ said definitely going to be great racing with all you guys again, and he's chomping the bit, waiting to get the car on track. Absolutely, yeah. I'm assuming CJ, we'll see you at basically all the Illinois tracks. I mean, you're right there with everybody. You're in a great spot. Brian Letrich says PT's is laid back place to race, but it's intense. If it makes absolutely, everybody is just so damn good. You have to be good. So, let's see, CRD 12K over on YouTube. He says, "Good evening, all. What's going on, man? Glad to have you." CJ says he'll have to get a hold of me on tracks over by you. Planning to travel around some of the summer. Absolutely, CJ. There's we'll have our track, and then Raw RC is an incredible facility too, just north of us, about an hour and a half north of us. That's an incredible outdoor track too. It's becoming world class by the week there as well. So, yeah, maybe we can go to Layton sometime, CJ. I can drive through, pick you up, and you and I can head out to Layton. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd enjoy that. So, CJ Bosecker, that's in here, guys. That is commenting. Him and I raced. He's been racing a lot. He's raced a lot more than I have. He's incredible. He's an incredible racer, off-road guy. But him and I kind of grew up. We went to high school together. And all that, and we raced together quite a bit. And he is an incredible racer that's getting pretty hot and heavy, sounds like, back into dirt oval. So that will be that'll be awesome to have him join the hobby as well. So, man, I think with Scale Labs, I think we're doing exactly what we set out to do, and I think we just started. We're just getting started, but we're also doing a really, really great thing as we continue to grow. I think we're helping grow the hobby, and I think we're doing it kind of the right way, people involved and all that. So um, can't say anything outside of that. Hopefully, this doesn't change anything for me here. And then I've got a little surprise for you guys. And let me get everything fired up here. See what we can come up with. Let me get everything laid out properly. There we go. Get the man added here. I'm assuming he can hear me. I don't know if he can hear me or not just yet, but there we go. What is going on, man? I'm going to get you on here in just a second. I am battling my cursor is wanting to fist fight me at the moment. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. See if I can get you to unlock. Give me just a second, guys. I've got a little surprise for you. And I may have to just make you big and then I'll make myself small. There we go. There we go. I'll put you up in the corner. Holy crap, you got all kinds of stuff going on behind you. Boom. There we go, guys. So we're talking about PTs. There is the owner, the man, the myth, the legend. I believe episode number 2 guest on the podcast as well. Tom, what's going on, man? Oh, we can't hear him. Uh-oh.
It's starting to go away.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, now the music.
Oh, the music's back? Oh boy. You may be actually watching me accidentally through the live stream. Or through the Facebook stream. We'll have to see. I'm not sure how to.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I got. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes. I can hear you much better now. There we go.
Music's coming. There's some kind of music playing.
Music playing. I don't have any music on, so that's not good.
There it's back.
Do you have? Maybe you can close out of. Are you on your phone? Obviously, you can maybe close out of. You can close out of your Facebook or something. Maybe that'll help.
If he was watching on YouTube, it'll be playing.
Or out of YouTube if you're playing there too. Or I just told him to close it and I just lost him. Oh, maybe not. Now we're looking around your whole pit area, Tom. All right. Well, while we're having Tom get settled, we will bring me back over. There we go. So when Tom's available, guys, we'll get him back in. I kind of dropped it on him all at once to come back in and come out and say hey to us and hang out. I know we were talking about PTs this weekend, so that was to have him there would be to have him here with us would be cool. So we'll get a couple technical difficulties ironed out, and then we'll have him in here with us. So. But until then, we will go back to my ugly mug. There we go. And I got everything all fixed up for perfect. There we go. Sorry, guys. Anytime you're going live like this, it can be difficult at times. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me. There we go. Let's go back to the comments real quick. Yeah, pizza cooker looks sweet, he said. Let's see, pretty cool. Benjamin Edwards says, "Are you still like your Coyote? Do I still like my Coyote electronics?" Absolutely. And Ben, if you look in the comments here, producer Kaylee actually put in the live stream where we talked a lot about the Coyote Charger and everything. So it's in there. Definitely check that out. We even talked about the ESCs and motors and stuff too. So definitely check that out, and I think you'll like it a lot for sure. Let's see. JB says, "This is Rod Rippey all over again. Can we get an elderly tech support?" So, guys, this is totally my fault. I am relatively impromptu on the live stream stuff, just because life and stuff's so busy. It's hard to try to lock people down on when we're doing stuff and what we're doing. So when we do that, it does. I lay it on people um, pretty quick. So um, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. But uh, Tom is working in the background here, and we can get him in sooner than later, no doubt. So let's see. I know he said we were having some music technical difficulties, so he's gonna hop in just a second, and then we can talk all things King of the Wings, maybe. Let's see who all is going to the King of the Wings. Uh, thank God we only get it fixed twice a month. Yep, absolutely. Anyway, so anybody who is anybody in here going to King of the Wings? Do we know what everybody's got going on, what they're doing, what their prep looks like? We are working on that as well. Obviously, um, everybody's getting ready to go and seeing what's going on with what their program looks like is obviously always interesting as well. So I one of the things that I personally love about PTs, and I know like a guy like JB and some others don't necessarily agree with it, which is fine. We're all entitled to our opinion, but the big thing I like about PTs is that them having their spec tire. It seems to really make things a lot better. And Brian Letridge says he'll be at King of the Wings. Awesome tire prep happened today. Heck yeah. But I really like the spec tire because then you know what we're working with and what we're dealing with all the time, which makes things super nice. So William Gibson said 4 of us from Kaminsky Dirt Bowl is going. Bowl, sorry. 4 of us from Kaminsky Dirt Bowl is going. First time to PTs, so that'll be awesome. Heck yeah. And then JB says he'll be there unless Jackson decides he wants to race. Heck yeah. Well, have Jackson come. I'm sure. I don't know if they have a novice class or not, JB, but if they're running novice, um, have Jackson come and race too.
Make sure it goes to the bathroom in the correct place.
Huh?
Make sure it goes to the bathroom in the right place.
Yeah, no good. Josh Anders says Farmer City this weekend if it don't rain. Heck yeah. Are they actually racing, Josh, or do they have a is that like a test and tune or something? Because if you're that close to Farmer City, you might as well be at PT's racing. And then you can enjoy Farmer City outdoors for the rest of the year. So, CJ, that's a good question. We're still working on that. I don't know yet. Well, I shouldn't say I don't know yet. I'm pretty sure we got everything locked down, but I'm still trying to work that out and make sure what we're doing. So, I will reach out to you and we can talk more about that when we officially release some stuff. So, Vinny from Connecticut says that he's in the house. What's going on, Vinny? Glad to have you. Mr. Pasley's in the house. He's getting ready for King of the Wings. And let's see. JB says, I heard his kid. Hey, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can have Jackson free roam in the pit area. That's for sure. JB, that's awesome. Oh, I understand. Okay, I understand now, CJ. You're saying Illini 100s this weekend. Yep, absolutely. So that will be Josh will be there for the Illini. Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, Josh. Understood. Heck, I'd like to be there myself for that. The Illini 100 is one of the, such a great race. I didn't realize that was this weekend already. It's crazy how fast the year's going already. But yeah, so like I said, guys, PTs is what's on tap this weekend. Tom's still working in the background to get on here with us, so we'll definitely give him the time that he needs. But looks like he's kind of getting everything figured out there. Tom, if you can hear me, I just we got to flip your camera around. I'm looking at all that fast tire prep you got. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see. CJ says, "Is that the race?" Yes. That. So yeah, CJ, that's me, you, Frazee, Brody, I think, and maybe Huber. There was quite a few of us. Yeah, we got to crash Kenny Wallace's victory lane photo. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool to be there that weekend. That was fun. Oh man. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, the Illini. I mean, that's one of the biggest. I mean, I would say the Illini 100 is the second biggest race to the to Fairbury to Falls every year. So Parade Dirt Classic and then the Illini 100 are the two Illinois races for big car dirt oval stuff. It doesn't get any bigger than that. So. Looks like Pasley will be at King of the Wings though. That's pretty awesome. I mean, there's going to be. I know there are some big names going to King of the Wings. So can't wait to see who's all going to be there and going to be pretty big. Tom, you got me now. I can see your beautiful smiling face. Beautiful.
I,
Well, we'll get Tom back in here then,
I'm not too
everybody.
savvy on the techie stuff, so
Oh, that's all right. I told
but
everybody I was setting you up to fail.
yeah. No, I actually just got home from working on the track, so I think track's going to be killer. I think we got with the 2 day deal having a separate race Friday is going to be kind of fun, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. So, with a little reward, whoever wins each class, you get locked into to the King of the Wings race, which is, man, I tell you, if you're one of them lucky six that win those classes, man, being locked in is huge. So, a little bit of reward for running both nights. But if you can't show up Friday, you can still just roll in Saturday and let her fly. So
Beautiful, yeah. And you won't
track
other than losing track time, you won't be terribly affected by not being there Friday. So guys that can't make it Friday or got to work or whatever, you can still get there Saturday and have plenty of
yeah,
time.
yeah. So track's in great shape. Saturday, we're going to run course practice. We're going to run the first round. We are going to do a tear up on the track. So the track, I think, is going to be in pristine shape on Saturday for the King of the Wings race. I don't know. Looking forward to it. We never know who's coming till the day of. So I'm pretty excited about it. Me and family and Paul and everybody involved. We've been busting our butts trying to make the thing as far as the facility, the track as best as possible as always. So looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun event. It's our crown jewel or key race for the year is the King of the Wings, and um, I like I said, or Gorilla said in that little skit, the talent pool is definitely going to be there regardless. So we're
Absolutely.
looking to it.
Yeah. No, I mean, we were just talking right before you came on. We were just talking about everybody was in here. I mean, I don't think there's one person that'll argue. Um, you know, if somebody's going to say it's not the best track in the country, I mean, you're in the. There's no doubt you're not in the top 3 to 5. So I mean, what an honor that is to have that, and it shows every weekend when you guys put on an event. I mean, it speaks for itself what you guys do.
We're very fortunate. We've worked our butts off to get where we are, again, it really goes down to the racers and the track's the track, and the racers really bring the heat. So it's good. I think last race we had with the Wits Four Crown, and man, we've seen 4 or 5 different grooves working throughout that event, and I think we're going to see the same thing for this, which is a whole new thing for RC car racing when you can run high, low, middle, mix up your lines. It's as close to the real thing as you possibly can get. So, watching a little bit of the flow sprint car races the other night, and sitting there watching that, I'm like, man, our races are similar to this. So, it's pretty cool to see. So, but
Absolutely. So what are you looking? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you're looking forward to getting to see everybody and all that. But when you have a big race like this, what are you looking most forward to when it comes?
What's nice about this, we have Michael McGee announcing for this race as well. He did a great job for the Four Crown. Thanks to Wits and Kevin Smith for pulling that deal together. We kind of secured or locked Michael in for announcing the King of the Wings, which frees me up to get around and mingle and shoot the breeze a little bit more. As everybody out there knows, I like to BS and talk the crap, and I think that's a big part of the fun is just going around and poking on people and having a good time. So it frees me up to do a little bit more of that, which I'm really looking forward to. During racing events, normally I'm announcing, so I don't get time to go around mingle that awful much, and so that's going to be fun for this event for us. Um, and I don't know, just on track action. I busted my butt this week. I think we're going to see some great racing, and that's always something that kind of gets me charged up when I know I did a good job and everybody can do a good job on the track racing. So we're really, really looking forward to that. So um,
Absolutely.
I hope everybody's bringing their A game. It's more so for fun, but as I said, it's good doing a little smack talking beforehand. So
For sure. I mean, and I think, if somebody can, when somebody comes in there and they take home that King of the Wings trophy, I mean, that goes right next to a Chili Bowl win. That goes right next to, any a Motorama win. That goes next to anywhere. I mean, that is one of the most prized possessions somebody can get as a dirt oval RC racer.
there's few that's got our custom trophies, and Paul's done most of them to this point. I did it this year. My daughter helped me out with it as well, so I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I really don't want to give it away, so I mean, but no, I think it's going to be cool. Whoever is top pony in that mod sprint class is going to get a pretty cool trophy, one off. There's not another one like it. I do want to thank Jason Fager. He gave me some of the Go Fast parts for the trophy, so they're actually parts off of Jason Fager's race car, Longhorn race cars that are on this trophy, which is kind of cool in its own right. But they're a good group of guys. Jason P is crew chief and his whole crew. We went down there and kind of scavenged some parts. So they're true race car parts and they're Fager parts on that trophy. So that's kind of a neat little tidbit, of its own right. So
Heck
um,
yeah.
yeah, but no, it's fun to do. Um, we're looking forward to it. I know everybody's kind of chomping, ready to get outdoors. And I am too, honestly. I mean, I love the outdoor racing as well. So, but this is our final deal. Looks like we're gonna have a little bit of rain and a little bit of cold weather this weekend. So, fitting for coming racing one more indoor shenanigans with us. So, um, I do want to take the time to thank everybody out there. We've uh, we've had, I guess you'd kind of say, a fairy tale season this year, and what do you say? I mean, it's badass. That's all there is to it. We've had a ton of new people coming in on board. We've had amazing racing throughout the season, and I don't think this last one's going to be any different than the others that we've had so far this season. So, thanks to all you out there for supporting us. We appreciate that very much. So, um,
Absolutely, and I think all the thanks goes out to you and your family, man. We don't need any thanks as racers. The thanks goes to you for giving us a place to race and giving us all a place to be able to enjoy what we love to do.
yeah, no, that's awesome. And I do want to thank Dustin for Team GFRP for coming on for the sponsorship. It's kind of cool deal. We've had great sponsorships throughout the season with Wix and GFRP and stuff like that. So always good to have them folks jump on board and help us out. So um, I think hands down, we've got some amazing manufacturers and people in the industry and tracks. There's a ton of great tracks out there. So I think the dirt oval world's just stepping up beyond, anybody's thoughts or beliefs where we'd be at from just a few years ago to where we're at now is pretty impressive. So we're happy to be a small part of all that and be able to put on an event such as this. We're actually real fortunate just to carry on the King of the Wings race. Allen's did it for many years. I know a lot of people are probably would rather see it outdoors or whatnot, but and my thoughts was just hey, I don't want to see this race go away. And it is our creme de la creme or big race for us. So very fortunate to be able to carry the torch here while we can with that event, and hopefully don't disappoint. I think this year is going to be a badass race. So, from what I hear, a lot of people that are coming in, we're going to have a lot of first timers, I believe, for this race. So, looking forward to meet some new people here again and see what they think of it. So,
From what I hear, you've got some world champions on their way. You've got some
cool.
previous winners on their way. You've got all kinds. You've got people with new cars and testing new parts, and I mean there is all kinds of cool stuff. Really cool little storylines going on throughout the pit area all weekend. It's going to be pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, if you come in and I'm meandering through and you're new, just come up, say hi to me or Paul or Dwayne or Richard or any of us, my wife, Teresa, Gavin, my son, Ava, my daughter. The hospitality be there. Hopefully, we hope everybody just rolls in and has a damn good time. That's what it's all, that's what it's all about. So, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
if the doors open at 10 o'clock, I think the doors open at 10 on Saturday.
Yeah, 10 on Saturday. I'll probably honestly open the doors at about 9:30, 9:45.
So make sure you're there at about 6:15 to get in line.
Yeah. Yeah, if you've never been to PTs, the one thing that I mean, I love hate, but when I get there and I think, man, I'm getting there early, and there's 15, 20 vehicles in a lot before I get there 2 hours early. So there is no sight that a track owner can have than that. I mean, that's one thing that's etched into my brain, and it's cool as shit. So,
The
but
pregame tailgate at PTs is pretty epic.
I think it was last year for the King of the Wings. I think it was Kevin Smith and Matt Ridgway come in the night before, put a tent up in front of the door, took a picture of it, and posted that. That was freaking hilarious. So everybody that rolls in, we do have a good time, and it's fun. And this weekend's not going to be any different. I think we're just going to see, as always, just some amazing racing. So I'm ready for it. Track's in great shape. It's gonna stay that way. Like I said, Saturday we're gonna do a dig and should keep it in as best shape as we possibly can. So we got some, we always do some funky stuff as far as we are going to do mod sprint driver introductions. We kind of, that's always fun. Just to keep the timeline kind of rolling and good, we're just going to do mod sprints only. So whoever makes the mod sprint a main, bring your happy side and do a little dance when you're coming up to the stand. Make it real. Make
No
a
boring
good
driver
video
introductions
post.
allowed. If your driver introduction's boring, you got to go to the tail.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
and I typically roll a dice or, I offer a little something for the first place guy. If you've not seen or watched or heard, we do kind of put a little craziness into an offer to the pole TQ guy if he wants to start from the rear and so on and so forth. So that's always fun, I think, kind of a tradition we do. We've had thoughts of like doing a four wide start with sprint cars, like parade lap with all the sprint cars, but I don't see. I think everybody'd crash before that would happen. But we're going to try to mix some things up, make it as fun as possible. So, yeah, just bring your A game, bring your fun meter because it's going to be a fun weekend. So, good racing.
And for those guys that want to race Friday and Saturday, can they leave their stuff overnight Friday to Saturday?
Yeah, that's when I get my best tech tips and information is when I start breaking. No, I'm kidding, but no, it's fine. Yeah. So as always, just make sure your batteries are disconnected and everything's off, all that fun stuff. But you can hold your pit spots.
Yeah, is the Scale Labs live stream getting underneath all of the towels and stuff on Friday night's going to be epic, man. It's going to be great.
Yep. We did add actually something to PTs this week because it looked like the weather Saturday was going to get kind of warm. So I went out. We purchased some big fans, and So we added a little bit of wind to indoors for PTs. I got some fans that are 13,550 CFM fans. So
Holy smokes!
yeah, we're gonna get some air moving in there. So when you're outdoors and get that little gust of wind and it moves your sprint car side to side, we could mimic that now. So
Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have it be able to have a dry slick track if you want it now, just from the wind.
yeah,
Perfect.
but no, thanks for having me on, and looking forward to seeing everybody. I me and the family and everybody involved's pumped to get everybody in there. We're always excited for this race, so looking forward to it. So
Absolutely. Well, man, I know I just wanted to get you on here, and
I appreciate
you
you.
need me, in absolutely no way to help plug this race. You guys have done an amazing job, and there's nothing else that I can add to it of what it's going to be amazing already. But I thought if there's maybe one or two people for some reason that hadn't heard of it yet, maybe we could get it out in front of them. So,
I appreciate it. Yep,
but
very very much. So
cool, Tom. Well, we appreciate you, man. Let's get you out of here. We're actually
yeah,
going to we're going to kill the stream here. We've been on for an hour, and I'm going to go get my wife some dinner and make sure she's fed, and
better
we'll
get her taken care of.
finish getting the cars ready, man. But Tom,
All right,
thank you for an incredible indoor season, and can't wait to see you at the track, and then can't wait to race all summer long with you outdoors too.
awesome. But
Cool,
take
man.
care.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You too.
All
Bye.
right, guys. See you guys. Thank you.